Hi everyone, Derwin here and welcome back to my channel. We have a somewhat sensitive topic for today's video, and that is lessons people learn too late in life. Well, since we could be late already, let's dive right in. Let's start with something you might have heard thousands of times, and that's everything is temporary. Yes, you might be in a rut and nothing seems to be going right, or you don't have enough money, or people around you don't like you. Well, fortunately, this is all temporary. You can change that. Keep in mind, this also goes for when times are great and you're on top of the world. This is also temporary. Things can be taken away from you with very little notice. The takeaway here is don't beat yourself up too much when times are tough, but also don't be overly confident when things are going great. Always remember to be prepared for changes. I remember how tough times were back around 2010 during the financial crisis. At the time, I just bought my first property and I was leveraged to the hill. And real estate sales prices were crashing, and the number of sales transactions for me went way down. As a real estate agent, I went from making $130,000 the previous year to just $30,000. So it was really good, but it went really bad really quick. Next, we have the saying that life isn't fair. The reality is that the world is not going to change for you, and as harsh as that sounds, it is the reality. If you wanted to change your current situation, then you have to go out there and change it. There's always someone that has more than you in life. They might be taller, they might be better looking, they might have more money, they might have a better body, or they might even be just more popular. You can waste your energy complaining over how things are unfair, or you can accept the unfairness in life and choose to focus on things that went well or right for you. Focus on how you can improve every aspect of your life. I remember I used to have very bad acne, which lasted well into my adult years. I tried all types of medication, and while some helped, nothing really worked to get rid of them. I remember being so jealous of people with clear skin. I saw multiple dermatologists and they told me I just have naturally oily skin and that causes breakouts and I might have to just live with it. So instead of beating myself up, I kind of took matters in my own hands and scoured the internet for everything related to acne. I experimented with different diets and I decided to cut dairy and reduce my red meat intake. In less than a week, my face stopped breaking out and my acne disappeared. To make sure it wasn't just a fluke, I tried eating dairy and more red meat several times after, and my skin would break out again. So ever since then, I proved that it was what I ate that contributed to my skin problems and not what I was born with. Obviously, this is not gonna work for everyone, but the point I'm trying to make is I didn't give up. I researched and I found a way to overcome the issue and my insecurities. Up next is happiness is a choice and it requires work. We've all heard that you cannot buy happiness and that having more does not equal to more happiness. Instead, it depends on who we surround ourselves with, how long we sleep, how often we exercise, and how long is our commute, just to name a few. If you haven't watched my video about happiness, click over here. Next, you're playing it too safe. Not taking risks can be one of life's biggest regrets, and a lot of people wish they had taken more risks when they were younger. Now, I'm not saying just go take on something you know nothing about and hope the stars align and you make something out of it. Instead, taking risks mean taking a leap of faith on something you have always wanted to do, but you never had the courage to pursue it. Before I became a real estate agent, I had a short-term job at a biotech company. I was getting paid very well for my age, and I'm almost sure that if I had stayed, I would have gotten promoted and eventually climbed the corporate ladder. But I knew this wasn't what I really wanted. I wanted to start a business and build something from nothing. So I quit. Everybody, including my parents, thought I was crazy. Long story short, I got my real estate license and started a real estate business. But before I quit, I saved enough money to get myself through 6 months of living expenses. I thought to myself, if I don't make it in real estate, I can always go back to my biotech job. I had a backup plan and I had a good relationship with my boss. That was my calculated risk. So take some risks. Who knows? Your next career may just be waiting for you on the other side. The last thing people learn too late is that traveling makes you happier. Some people think that traveling the world is something either you do when you're a new college graduate or when you finally retire with extra money in the bank. But I think it should be done any chance you get. No matter how much you have traveled, there's always a part of the world you have never explored before. Traveling will never be a waste of money because it's giving you a new perspective on life. Studies show that experiences are what people cherish and not material objects. Experiences are what you bring with you no matter what happens in life. So if you're ever trying to decide between taking a trip or staying at home, you should always go for the trip. In fact, in comparison to the rest of the world, most Americans do not take enough time to travel. You might find that when you come back from traveling, you'll be refreshed and able to work twice as hard. Have you ever gotten excited while planning a trip? How your mood changes for the better and how much energy you have all of a sudden? Expecting something new, refreshing, and different gives you that. Also, traveling gives you the opportunity to meet different people and experience new cultures and learn new things. So if you've always wanted to go somewhere, start planning now because it's most definitely worth it. Trust me on this. This is coming from someone who takes months off every year just to go travel. In fact, I met my best friend while I was on holiday in Hawaii. He turned out to be an awesome guy and we bonded and shared many values in life. We ended up traveling to more places and even studied a foreign language in a foreign country together. And later, I found out that he came from a super wealthy family and his dad, who was a super successful businessman, ended up becoming one of my mentors. Flew me out to Amsterdam, Italy, and France. My first trip to Europe, all expenses paid. So just to summarize here, number one, everything is temporary. Be prepared for change. Number two, life is not fair. Focus on things that went right for you and try your best to change the situation if it's not going well. Number three, happiness is a choice and it requires some work. Number four, take calculated risks. And number five, traveling can lead to happiness and opportunities that you never saw coming. Okay guys, that's my video for today. If you want to learn how to budget more so you can save money and have money to go travel, click over here. And if you want to learn how to increase your credit score, click over here. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. If you want to help this channel grow, please also comment and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.